Here we have a great early 1930s dice machine. It's a gambling trade stimulator called the Horseshoes, made by Exhibit Supply. And although the top card there says very boldly that this is for amusement only, the reality is this was very much a gambling machine. Basically, the concept is you select which horse you'd like to bet on, number 1 through 6, and you pick one of those. And then if you see, there's no coin, no denomination amount specified, and the coin slot will take a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter, and it was intentionally set that way. Also, there's a window inside that allows you to see which coin was actually played. So basically, you would choose what horse you wanted to bet on and how much you wanted to bet. And then when you insert the coin, the table, that green table, starts to rotate, and it mixes up the 3 die. There are 3 dice. One of them is indicating the number of the horse that wins, 1 through 6. And then the other 2 tell you whether the horse came in win, place, or show. And then the 3rd die tells you, based on what those 2 are, what the winnings would be. So in this case, if you would bet on horse number 4, the machine tells you that it came in the place position, which would pay 2 to 1. So whatever you bet, in this case a nickel, you'd get 10 cents back. So that's the way the machine works. You'll also notice that it actually does have a gum vendor in the front, and this is actually a working gum vendor. This was a way for the operator to basically try and explain away the fact that it was a gambling machine and say, no, you're really just getting a gumball for your bet or for your money, and then the other part of it isn't gambling, that's just entertainment. So this is a great working example. Let's go ahead and start, I guess, by putting a nickel in. And let's choose, maybe we'll start with horse number 6. The other thing we'll see happen is this ball will get recentered onto the middle podium there, and that's an anti-cheat device, so that anytime if you tip the game trying to make the die move to a different position, that ball falls out and it shows the operator that the game has been tampered with. So to reset it, it happens automatically. If we insert our coin, we see that that goes back to the center there, and now we'll start our wheel spinning. And we see the ball centered there, and we see that we bet a nickel, and we see that we bet on horse number 6. In this case we won, so horse number 6 did win, and it came in the place position, and in this case the place was paying 1, so we would get our money back. Not really great payoff there, but some fun nonetheless. Let's go ahead and, again, what's nice about this is that every time you would operate it, regardless of win or lose, you would get a gumball. So technically you were not gambling. Let's go ahead and put a quarter in this time, and let's bet on, let's say, horse number 2 this time. We'll push in, and once again we reset that center. And as we draw it out, we see that horse number 2 is showing on our window, and unfortunately the die shows that it was horse number 4 that won, so we wouldn't get anything in terms of money, but as with all good trade stimulators, in this case we get a red gumball, so we get our gumball. So that is the 1930s, early 1930s, Horseshoes dice gambling machine trade stimulator by Exhibit Supply.